Okay, this is a quick tutorial of the Mace 10-2. I'm going to go over 8 quick points. Number 1, if you watch when I go over the shoulder, the mace doesn't go up and over the shoulder, it dives over the shoulder or falls over the shoulder. So you're not lifting the mace. I see a lot of people do that, and that's a mistake. The second thing, the hands, you can see they go behind my head, so you need good shoulder mobility here. So those elbows wind up facing upward as I go behind the head, and my hands are behind my head. The third point is the hands, when you come to the front, the hands go to the opposite hip. Now you see it goes a little more down to my left hip than my right. It has to do with my right hand being on top and the ability to deviate my wrist. It's called radial deviation towards the thumb side. It's going to be a little more limited on the one side, so that's normal, so expect that. Number 4, I keep the same hand on top. It's kind of like Olympic weightlifting. When you do a split jerk, one foot goes forward, whichever foot feels more comfortable. I do the same thing with the 10-2. Now this is different than the 360. The 360, you usually have the hand on top, dive over the opposite shoulder. With the 10-2, I keep the same hand on top the entire time. So you pick whichever hand feels more comfortable and go with that, but you can do it any way you prefer. Some people do switch. Number 5, rotation of the torso. You can see I rotate my torso to the opposite side. So as I bring the mace around my left shoulder, I rotate my torso to my right side, and then as I go to the other side, same thing. And so what you see happening is rotation of the torso, so I can use my body somewhat instead of just using all arms here. Now, number 6, you want to keep your core tight the entire time. That's just a very quick point. You also want to make sure you're not Hulk gripping the mace. If you watch this video, you will see at certain points I grip tighter so the mace doesn't fall out of my hand. And as the mace becomes weightless, I loosen my grip a little bit. So you don't want to Hulk grip the whole time. You'll burn your forearms out. Point number 8, you want to keep it close to the body. Watch when I swing from the side here. Look how close, how razor close that is to my body. That's the control you want. You want that mace falling right behind you. If you had a wall behind you, you literally want to be able to be just a couple of inches away from the wall and swing that mace right behind you. And again, you can even see the hands going behind my head here, so you see some good mobility working there. So these are the 8 points that I would focus on. These are not all inclusive, and there are variations on this movement.